Huntsville Animal Services Karen Buchanan brings an important message to pet owners on how to make sure your pet stays healthy in this Alabama heat.
It's so important that animals, if you keep them outdoors, in a fenced-in yard, for example, they need to have several areas where they have shelter from the heat and also shelter from if it's raining. A dog house is shelter, but don't forget, a dog house with direct sunlight on it, with that heat factor, that dog house becomes an oven. So the dog house itself needs to have shelter and cover under a tree or something, or some kind of a cover outdoors, for the animal. And of course, always sufficient food and water where they can't spill it. It knocks it over or anything like that. And when you go to the store and you want to have your pet with you, don't take your pet. A lot of people say, well, I was just in the store just a few minutes. Trust me, it ends up being 10 or 15 minutes, if not more, when you're in the store. And if it's 100 degrees or even 80 degrees outside, it's going to be another 5 to 10 degrees hot inside the car. So dogs, well, most people take their dogs with them, but dogs, their normal temperature can be 100 to 102 depending, but just imagine 110 degrees in a car. They have no way of cooling off. They pant to cool off. So if they're in a hot car, even if your window is lowered several inches, it's still not cool enough. So leave the pet at home. And if you have to take your pet with you, leave the AC on in your car and have somebody with you so they can be in the car with the animal. Dog walking or jogging should be done in the early mornings when it's cooler, or early or later evenings when it's cooler, because during the middle of the day, their little paws, if you take them out, they're going to burn, and they're going to have some damage to their paws. Just think about if you were barefooted jogging or walking on hot asphalt or a hot sidewalk. Same principle with our pets. So best time, if you're going to do jogging or walking with your pet, early mornings or later in the evening.